What is going on, fools of YouTube? You got AJayPay. This is a Pokebattle live, and we're actually going to do some team building in the beginning. I think this is what I'm always going to do with Pokebattles, and I was going to do a Showdown live, but Showdown's kind of being weird right now and won't load some of my things. It might be my computer or something, I don't know. But anyways, we're going to just do this live here, and pretty much just do some team building, kind of go a bit more in depth of this Pokedex here that they have. So that's the advantage that they have over Showdown. Even though I like Showdown better for some reason, I don't know why. Whenever I team build, this is how I kind of team build. I like to team build based around one single Pokemon. So pretty much choose one Pokemon that I can be based around, and then have things that can take the hits for it, that can help it set up or help it at all in general, basically. And then from there, I just build. So I usually like to have someone that I'm building around, a defensive wall, a special person, special wall, a physical attacker, a special attacker, and then something, the glue, something extra, something to help out the whole team. That's kind of how I like to base off my team around. So we're actually gonna, I already have a Pokemon that I kind of want to build it around. I haven't built the team yet, just to let you know, but I've been researching a bit of what I want so far. And I actually want to use Scizor, actually a tanky Mega Scizor. So let's just click on Pokedex here, as it opens a new tab, and let's go ahead and type in Scizor. Senpai. So Senpai will notice us, and we'll build a tanky Senpai, which is right here, Bulky SD Mega Scizor. Newly found bulk makes Mega Scizor a fantastic pivot, as well as easing setups against most unboosted attacks. And special defense, blah blah blah, lets you set up comfortably against Agelast. So, in general, Mega Scizor is basically kind of just like Scizor, except a bit tankier. So if you build a tank, and then it can pretty much just set up and take hits as well, and you can have it as a pivot switcher too. That's kind of why I also wanted to as well. And you can see these bullet notes here that I've been reading off of. So, for example, if Mega Scizor isn't your primary H/slash switch, a more offensive spread with more speed and attack with adamant nature can be used. So, this thing can definitely take on Scizor. I mean, H/slash. So that's one thing I really like, because H/slash is a big threat in the tier in OU in general. And also it tells you some of the reasons why these EVs are there, like the speed EVs, for example. It basically allows us to outspeed unvested base 80 people, like special defensive Heatran, while we still have the special defense with the careful nature that hits a jump point. I don't know what jump point means, to be honest. And then it tells us some alternative moves that we can use as well. For example, like Superpower over Knockoff is a viable alternative to hit things right off the bat. However, Knockoff not only provides great neutral coverage, but allows Scizor to hit Agelast as well as crippling opponents' walls. So that's pretty good too. So this is sounding really good to me, and this is something I really want to try out. So it says 248 in its HP. I believe it was 40 in speed, 44 in speed. That would be really bad if we got that wrong. And then the remainder in special defense. So we have that. You want to make sure that you have everything right as well. So, for example, get the items too. So, technician ability. I believe it was a careful nature. I'll go ahead and check as soon as I go back later. We're going to have the Scizorite. So, the Scizorite for that. Male, yada, yada, yada. No nicknames. But obviously, we know this is Senpai. This is Senpai. So, we're going to obviously have the obvious Bullet Punch, the SD Source Dance, the Knockoff, and then some recovery with Roost as well. So there we go. There's that, and Scizor costs 180 PV points, so that's already a lot as it is. So we gotta really watch out for our points for now. So we got that done. Let's go ahead and find our next Pokemon that we want. So pretty much we want to protect Scizor, and obviously Scizor is weak to fire type. So granted, we want something to be resistant to fire or to immune to fire at all. So let's go back to the Pokedex here and look at the Bulky SD Scizor set. And as you can see here, you can see Pokemon that we need to watch out for, and these are the Pokemon that you kind of need to counter as well. Quagsire you're not going to see as much, so we don't really have to worry about it too much. But you can team it up with these kind of Pokemon. Now, Heatran does actually sound like a really good idea. But I'm actually thinking Special Defensive Rotom, because Special Defensive Rotom has really never done me wrong at all. And Special Defensive Rotom is pretty good in general. But then again, I already do have this guy kind of Special Defensiveness a little bit. But I don't think it would hurt too much to have it as well. Maybe Heatran just to hit hard. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do Rotom. So let's go to Rotom's Pokedex here. You can actually have physically defensive, which is not too bad. So there's a bunch of common stuff in OU, such as Mega, Pinsir, and Talonflame. And ooh, I actually like that a lot, because Talonflame is a huge threat to my Scizor at the moment. Same with the Azumarill. So I think we may actually do this set right here, because I've actually never tried it out. Will these necessarily be my defensive and special defensive walls? No, not really. But I guess we're going to go for more of a bit of a tankier team to take hits. So let's go ahead, go to Rotom. There we go. And make sure to have it as a wash. We're going to go save too as well, so that way they know. So that way I know. Let's go look at the actual things as well. Well, stops physical attackers. Hydro Pump hits ground and fire types. That's good to know. Volt Switch is nice for water types. Has fire types, but most it's usually used for momentum, very obvious. And the Pain Sleep keeps this thing alive. And then the 8 speed investments outpaces Adamant Crawdon, which Crawdon you actually see a lot as well. So we're gonna go ahead and do this at 252, 248, and 8. So 252, 248, and 8. So there we go. And then what were the? It was a bold nature, obviously a very boldish nature. You so bold, bro. And then we're gonna put leftovers on that, obviously for spooky things. They need leftovers. Gender doesn't matter at all whatsoever. All right, so we're gonna go over Volt Switch. I know Will-O-Wisp is one of the moves. This is basically just a standard Rotom Wash set. I've never used a physical defensive one before, but I have used a special defensive one. And I like the special defensive, so I'm assuming the physical might be good for me depending on the Pokemon that I'm going to be facing. Alright, so we have those two ready. They have a lot of points, though. So we got to be very careful of the amount of points that we're spending at the moment. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000. So, we got to get a bit lower Pokemon here. It's telling us to team it up with a Genesect, a Scizor, a Mega Charizard X, and a Landorus. I can see those, so to speak, kind of, sort of, kind of, yeah, kind of. Like grass type Pokemon for these two, but we already have it teamed up with Scizor, so we're actually gonna go back to Scizor and see what other Pokemon we can actually team it up with. So, whoops. So right here, we could team it up with a Latios. The Latios would actually be a pretty good idea. Same with Garchomp. But we are kind of running out of like. These are the best things to do, but once you're out of the best things, then you gotta find something else. I feel like we need some priority in here. Actually, we already have some priority. Whoops. Sorry. I apologize. We don't need any priority at all. But we do need something to take out them dragon types, though. So we're gonna try to find a dragon killer here. So let's go look at Latios pretty much, because this is what I like to do. Go to Latios, and then I like to see what they need to watch out for. So, we already have, technically, I guess, a dragon. Well, I think Garchomp would have been the better choice to tell us what a dragon killer is. We could choose Tyranitar. Who do I really want, though? Let's go back again. I'm kind of having a hard time trying to figure out what my next Pokemon is going to be. At this point, I feel like I could just choose anything I want to be my next Pokemon. And I feel like that's going to be the case. We do need someone to set up entry hazards. So, I'm thinking an offensive like Stealth Rocker. Can we look up moves? I believe you can. So I think you can at least. So let's, for example, let's go to Mamoswine here. Alright, and let's go ahead and find a Stealth Rock. Stealth Rocks, there we go. Stealth Rocks. Nope. Oh wait, there we go. Who gets Stealth Rocks? So we found people who can get Stealth Rocks, and we need kind of more of an offensive Pokemon. Fast one, so let's go ahead and see fast. Now we can get a Deoxys speed, but I don't think that really help us out too much. I'm feeling Lead Infernape would be nice. I don't know why, but Lead Infernape would be decent. Would be pretty good. I'm gonna do Infernape. You're gonna do Lead Infernape for this one, mainly because it can take the grass moves, some grass moves for our Rotom. And also, it can protect Scizor again with the fire moves, if we play it right at least. So we're gonna find a lead set here. It looks like they actually don't have a lead set here, which is really poopy, but that's fine. We can just make our own lead set. So let's just go ahead and make our own lead set instead. So let's go ahead and find Infernape here. Okay. And we're gonna go with the Jolly. Sorry. We're gonna go Jolly Nature. We're actually gonna put a Focus Sash, because this is what the Lead Infernape sets used to have. So Stealth Rocks. I guess we'll go with. We can go with more of a special set. No, we'll just keep it physical. Close Combat, Flare Blitz, And we can go Mach Punch or U-Turn, but I feel like we can keep the U-Turn thing going, so we're just gonna go U-Turn. So go U-Turn, and then we're gonna go 252 attack, 252 of that, and then 4 in Whoa, 4 in HP. Okay, so we have a lead in Infernape. He only did cost 155, so that's good too. So now we can kind of look into what Infernape kind of needs to watch out for, where we can team it up against. We have things to beat these two things with Scizor, so to speak, and Rotom. And Rotom, pretty much. There we go. Landorus we're good with. And then pretty much now, at this point, when I have 3 Pokemon or something like that, and I kind of figure out what I don't know what I need, I go look at the tier list of Smogon, but Smogon doesn't really have the 6th gen tier list just yet at all. So we kind of have to use our minds. Well, in general, actually, no. Not necessarily we don't have to look at tier lists, because in Pokebattle, you can use any Pokemon. They just cost a certain amount of points. Alright. But it's looking like so far we are able to beat a majority of these Pokemon, so that's very good to note. We're actually gonna go. I'm trying to think of a threat. Charizard. Yeah, I'm gonna actually look up Charizard here. So let's go look up Charizard. Okay, there's Charizard. Okay. Because we kind of want to have things to take that thing out, so to speak, because we don't really have a lot for Charizard at the moment. So in terms of a Mega Charizard Y, we need to get some we can get just Dragon types. But in terms of the Mega Charizard X, Latios still seems like a pretty good choice so far. I've been seeing Latios is good choice, very good choice apparently. So I feel like getting a Latios would be a really good idea, because it can take the hits from the thing and it could just hit it back. So we're actually going to go for a Latios in this case. We are using a lot of points. We're already at 505, which is 5 above the halfway mark, and we're already halfway. And we're about to get a Latios up in here, which is 200. Damn. Well, damn. Okay. So we're going to try to get a Latios in here, and hopefully we can fit things down. Let's go ahead and get Latios in here. There we go, Latios. And then kind of see what we kind of want from here. I mean, we do need a Defogger as well, so it seems like Latios would be the logical choice here so far. I mean, granted, I was going to use a special defensive Zapdos, but I feel like this is going to be the better choice here. So I feel like we're going to use this Latios set right here because it has the Defog on it. So let's go ahead and use this Latios choice. It says team up with these Pokemon, which we don't have any of these Pokemon at all, but we're going to fix that. We'll try to fix that at least. Alright, so, Latios. Oh yeah, by the way, make sure not to always depend on this, because sometimes there's more things you gotta watch out for. Whoops. Let's see. It needs a timid nature, so we're gonna have timid. Okay, and then we're gonna have obviously just standard 252 special attack, 252 defense, and then 4 the HP, and then we're gonna have. Let's see. This thing says to have Draco. I like hitting hard. Let's go for the Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor. Surf. The Fog. Was Roost the last move? No, Psyshock was the last move. Okay, yeah. I'd rather have Psyshock over Roost in general anyway, so. There we go. There's that. There's that Latios set. Let's go ahead and save that. Alright. So, now that we kind of need to think about it, let's look at our team in general right now. Let's kind of figure out what it's kind of weak against and what we really need. So in terms of fire types right now, I think we're safe. We have 3 things to literally resist fire types, so Scizor is completely fine. We don't really have to worry about Scizor too much. In terms of ground types, we have 2 things to levitate over it as well. Steel types we're good. Fighting types, not necessarily too good, so I feel like we should find someone that will be a bit more defensive against the fighting types. So we can example, let's go back into Infernape here. So let's type in Infernape here. Alright, how long is this video? It's going for 14 minutes. Okay, this is gonna be a pretty long video. Okay, so from here, now we can go ahead and so these are the Pokemon to look out for. These are kind of the Pokemon that we want for it. I mean, granted, we kind of want a wall, so to speak. So we can actually use Dragalge. But Dragalge would actually be a bad idea. Jellicent would seem like a pretty good Pokemon, too. I think we might be good in terms of fighting types. Maybe, possibly. But what I like to do is if I'm just kind of stumped because I'm stupid at team building, like I told you, this is why I don't do team building things like this, for example. We can keep on going to different other fighting types because, like, I was going to go to Conkeldurr, but I already know counters to it. It's just fast psychic types pretty much. So you can go to Conkeldurr here pretty much. And you can also go for, like, Gyarados. Yeah, we could get a Gyarados in here. Then again, we can't really take electric type attacks, so we may need an actual ground Pokemon as well. Yeah, I feel like a ground type Pokemon would be a good choice because we don't have anything to take electric type attacks too well at all. Then again, you don't really see a lot of electric type Pokemon, so I'm not really necessarily too worried about it. But in general, I feel like we should have something that will help us a lot. You know what? Let's go Clefable. We can have our annual fairy type because we have two things to resist steel types. Clefable can take on the fighting types and the dark types as well. Dark type Pokemon are actually a thing that I actually needed on this team too. I mean, to resist. So we're going to go with a Clefable. Hopefully Clefable doesn't cost too much. Well, whoa, not Cleffa. No, we don't need a Polio Tits. 150, not bad. There we go. Not bad at all. So let's actually get a Clefable up in here. Alright. So here's a Clefable. We have a defensive setup sweeper, which we can do, or we can go straight up offensive. And I feel like, or we can do team support, and we could change what Infernip is. Because I forgot this thing can learn Stealth Rocks. And I feel like this would be a good choice. I feel like this is really a good choice. This feels like such a good choice. We're actually gonna do this. See, sometimes once you're done with these Pokemon, you can edit your you should edit them sometimes because what we can do, we go to Magic Guard here. So we can have this 252 defensive. So we can actually have this be more of a support. Would we really need a support on the team though is the thing. Like, I like that fact that this, I'd rather have a defensive Pokemon have Stealth Rocks over than an offensive one having Stealth Rocks. But, our team's not necessarily as slow. So I don't think a support would actually help too much. So I feel like I'm actually going to go more offensive with this one. Yeah, I'm definitely going offense. I've never used offensive Clefable before. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So let's get a Modest Nature out here, and then get Life Orb because it won't. Life Orb. Hello, I typed in life. Where is my Life Orb? Life Orb. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead. 252 HP, 252 special attack, and the rest in speed. So let's get that up in there. All right, so there's that. And pretty much now, I believe Moonblast is one on the move, right? Moonblast, right? Yeah, Flamethrower, Soft Boil. So Soft Boil. So, and the Thunder Wave. Let's see. Thunder Wave is useful for such as, yeah, definitely. That'll definitely help us out in terms of supports as well. So there we go. We have a flavor. We have Polio Tits on here. And then we can get our final Pokemon here. We can look at what we can team it up with. We already have that and that and that. Ooh, we can. Oh man, only if we can do Mega Lucario. Well, we already have a Mega as a thing. In general, looking at the team one more time, I think another Dark Resist would be a very nice thing on the team. So I feel like another, not necessarily another fighting type though. Maybe a Dark type itself would help us out a lot. So. Should we just do Zoroark just for the heck of it? Also, we gotta look at how many physical attackers, special attackers we have. As you can see here, we only have 2 physical attackers. So I like evening things up. So I like to have a 3rd physical attacker. So I want a Dark type of Pokemon that's physical and stuff. So let's go ahead and actually click on a Pokemon here. So random Pokemon Celebi. And then, wait, why did I click Celebi? I honestly don't know. We could do T-Tar. Would T-Tar really help? I think T-Tar would hinder us, if anything. I mean, that would add another water weakness. And we don't really have a lot of water resist. Actually, T-Tar might be a good idea. I wonder if I can add T-Tar. Tyranitar? Nope. That's definitely way too much. So we actually got to remember the point value system now. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. We can only have someone that's 100, like 40, so way less, which is really bad. So we could go the route of, let's see, we have fire, water, grass. I don't want to add another dark weakness. I don't want to add Celebi because I was actually thinking about Celebi. But I want to add I want to add something that's dark resistant. So like another dark type pretty much in a sense. But I can't really think of any dark types at the moment. Let's go click on you. Let me see if I can click on the type. I can definitely click on the type. Thank God, praise the Lord, I can do that. And then we could look at tax. Obviously, Absol would be a good choice. Absol seeming like a good choice. Bisharp, maybe, possibly. That would add another fire, though, is the thing, and I don't want to add that as well. But again, I have 1, 2, 3 things that resist fire. Maybe Bisharp, Weavile. Oh, I love Weavile. I'm gonna use Weavile. Hopefully, I can add Weavile. Weavile? Oh yeah, definitely can add the Weavile. So we're gonna add Weavile on here. And mainly, it is our it's our dark type to resist dark type things, even though technically this thing's really frail, so it actually is kind of a bad idea. But I don't care. I don't. I want him. I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. I want this guy on my team, man. And we're gonna have just a standard life orb set pretty much, so I already know kind of how the set works. So we're gonna go to Jolly. I've never seen a Weavile so Jolly before, but okay. Life orb again. And then we're gonna go obviously 252 attack, 252 speed, and I believe the rest is on HP, right? Oh, he wants it on defense. I guess we can put it on defense, sure. Defense, there we go. I'm feeling really good about this team right now, but that's what I always feel like when I make teams, and then whenever I actually put them in play, they're bad. So if this team's bad, then obviously this is not going to be uploaded, but if this team's actually pretty good, then hey, you know, good job for me, first try. Knockoff is going to be a great move on this thing, and Pursuit as well. So let's go ahead and add Pursuit on there. Actually, I'm going to put my own twist on this. I'm going to put Sword Dance on here, because I absolutely love Sword Dance on this thing. And, since I do have a fighting type technically to take out things, no, we'll keep low. I guess we'll keep low kick for now. Yeah, we'll keep low kick. Knockoff is just a great, like, granted Pursuit would be better maybe, but you know, hey. So we're gonna just go ahead and save that. And now, now that we're 22 minutes into this, on the next video, I'm gonna go ahead and use the teams. So yeah, that about does it for me. So like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like. Link down below, and there will be an annotation now of me using the battle of this team in the live. And yeah, I'll see you guys on that battle thing.